What up, Track Cat family? Welcome back to another blessed and positive video. Another great video. Now today's little outfit for today's festivities. I got a vintage tee on. I went cargo sweats or cargo pants. The green joints with the Tims. And we have another crazy car that we've acquired to spend the day with and kind of do a little review on. But this is a little bit different. Just driving it here, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe altogether. It has a lot of seats for space. You wouldn't think this car maneuvers and drives the way it does, but it really surprised me on the way, and y'all are about to see in this video. Today we have a Durango Hellcat. How nuts is this? How big, how bossy. The front end of this car almost looks like a Charger, but it's just huge. Now my boy has a lot of stuff done cosmetically. Like just the side view, y'all can see. My boy does have the big cats on the side, which gives this Durango like a whole different look. When we come back over here to the front, my boy also has a light up logo. The color changing headlights. This Durango cat is done up. The stripes, the way the stripes look on this white is nasty also. This thing is crazy. And just driving it here, this big thing moves. The light up emblem with the red eye and the cat. It's just the little stuff. It's the little stuff that sets it off with this car and this build. Let me show y'all what the back end looks like. He also has a logo that kind of looks the same as the sides. The back end itself looks good. Just the way it sits and how fat and wide it is. Got the color match diffuser. Now, this is what I was talking about on the cats. If y'all can see, this cat back here is glowing too. Crazy, just the attention to detail on this big cat on the side really just puts it over the top. It really just screams like, okay, that's a cat Durango. And y'all can see it sits lower than a regular Durango cat, if you can notice. I mean, the front end is damn near tucking. My boy does have the springs on it. I'm not sure which springs he has, but I know this is the lowest he can go. Let's go ahead and step into the interior and the inside. My boy got some stuff going on the inside, and y'all are gonna be very surprised about the interior color that my boy went with. And my boy went red on red. The red leather seats with the red seat belts. And I noticed there's a lot of extra carbon pieces, like in the inside, like a lot of forged carbon on the shifter and the inside right there. On the side, they really went crazy on the forged carbon on this car and how they put it in places where they really look good and complement the interior. Now, something different that I haven't seen, these lights are changed out and they're red. And driving at night with the red illuminating on the red interior, it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different vibe. I don't know what made my boy go ahead and switch them out to red, but it's probably one of the best decisions he made with the truck. Especially at night, just the overall nighttime vibe when you mobbing. And something big that I want to touch on with this size of a truck is the space. This space in the back seat, y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe how much space it has in the back seat. This thing is super spacious, and these red seats, these bloody guts really complement it. Seats back here. There's still 2 seats back here. So essentially, we got 2, 4, 6. We got 6 seats. 6 seats in a 700 horsepower SUV is a little bit different. Now let's go for this drive so y'all can see how the Durango Hellcat drives. Now before we go ahead and start it up, look at this screen, y'all. Look how big the screen itself is. The upgrade it was needed, especially for the Durango because it's a bigger vehicle. So I see why they put the bigger screen in here. And I really like the screen. I really like how big the screen is in this Durango Cat. Now let's go ahead and start her up. My boy does have a little bit of exhaust work done, but he got it like this. It probably has like a resonator delete or a mid muffler. So y'all hear it right now. Now we do need some gas, so that is our first stop right now. I'm about to go to the gas station. This thing drives just like a cat. The way the whine is, I know my boy has an intake on here for sure, because the whine is crazy. The whine is super, super loud. And it drives like you don't have all these seats behind you. It drives like it doesn't have all this space, which is crazy. So the first place we going is the gas station. Let's head to the G station. Get some good gas in her. Y'all could just see. She's easy to maneuver. If y'all are thinking about getting a Durango Cat, don't think, oh, it's super big, it's not going to be easy to maneuver. Nah, this thing is easy to maneuver. The visibility is great. I can see out every window, so there's no visibility problems at all. This exhaust too, when you come down, you come to a brake, and you can hear like the, you can hear the chop and the rumble in the back. It just has a different vibe to it in this big old truck. It feels almost like this truck is too big to be this damn fast. But it's it. Like, this is the Durango Cat. This is what it's supposed to be. Now we got it in eco right now because we need some gas. But once we get some gas, we will be throwing her in track and sport. Sport is always the one that whines the most. But track is like, that's that if you want to go fast, you're going to get all your power. You're going to get all the gearing. It's going to shift when it needs to shift. Even eco mode want to whine a little bit. And then like these blind spot monitors, right? It's a little bit different. A little bit different than the regular Cat. It makes like a beeping noise. It makes like a boom whenever. Y'all hear that? That's because I got the blinker on right now. If I turn that mug off, which I will, it won't make it anymore. Just gotta get over it. It's such a habit to throw the blinker on, but it's a good warning. It lets you know in this big old truck, somebody's right there. You might not be able to see them, but somebody is right there. Pulling up to the gas station. Now it's time to put some G in her, and then we'll be able to throw her in sport or track and really see what it's talking about. Pumping some gas in her right now. I just put about 50, and it's pumping right now. How this thing looks at the pump is just nasty though. Crazy. Has such a presence to it. She stopped at 43. All right, I'm gonna pump the rest of the gas real quick. Hold on. Now we got some gas. Let's throw the seatbelt on real quick. Make sure we strapped in. Get it started up. Now we ready to see what she talking about for real. Now we out. I wouldn't think it would be this easy to turn, because it's big. The suspension or whatever they did to this car, they did their thing. This thing is easy to turn. It's easy to get out of spots. We should go ahead and throw her straight in sport, huh? Okay, now look. The SRT button is down here. I had to figure this out. I was like, where's the SRT button to bring up the pages? Right here. We can go ahead and throw her in sport so we can wind off. This thing don't play. This thing does not play at all. She snatches. The launch on here is crazy. We haven't launched it yet, but I can feel that she got a little launching action to her just off of just taking off. I can feel it. The launch is going to be nasty when we launch it. We should see what the downshifts are talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nasty. This thing is stupid. Oh my god. Y'all. How she handles is insane. It being able to put down the full 700 feels different. It feels different. It feels like you're not spinning. This is a whole different feeling. If y'all are looking to get a Durango Cat, go ahead and grab it. This is a whole different feeling of a car. It's more of like a bigger Hellcat. You got a family. Y'all know you can fit the family in here. You got the seats. You got the space. That wine is nasty. The downshifts. You can really hear the exhaust a lot more. I don't know why, but you can hear the exhaust a lot more in here. It feels like it's more in the truck. Playing with the wine is addicting. It's different. Roll the window down just a little bit so we can really hear the wine. Woo! Y'all hear that pop? With the pops and bangs, this exhaust, whatever exhaust setup he has on here, is killer. Now we can really hear the wine. That window down is the trick. Have it cracked a little bit. Just how we could just hit the paddles. She just takes off. No spinning at all. It's crazy feeling this type of power and you're not spinning. The Durango Cat allows you to be able to use all the power. You can use all 700 horsepower because she's not going to spin. She's going to squat down and get up out of there. I can't imagine how this launch will be. I can't imagine how the launch would be on here. And as I'm barely laying into it, she moves, y'all. This is definitely a must-have car for me now that I've driven it and experienced how it is. This is a must-have car. This is a must-have car that we're gonna add to the fleet soon, so we can take it out and drive it. We're gonna do our own little tasteful mods to it. Yeah. The comfortability, it being so much more space, it adds a crazy vibe. It adds like an open vibe. You don't feel as crammed, especially it being this fast and this loud. It adds like a different comfortability to it. It makes you feel super comfortable and super secure. Now let's go ahead and get a launch in. I'm gonna come to a stop a little bit. Let's see what the launch is talking about in a Durango Cat. The Durango Cat launch is different. I thought the M4 that we just drove had a crazy launch on it. But the Durango Cat, this really feels like that's what it's supposed to do. This is where this car shines, is in the launch, in the digs. This is a dig monster. Y'all hearing the pops? The exhaust was popping coming down that hill, which was nuts. And one thing I always wondered before I drove this Durango Cat is if you're going to be able to feel the power. The power is there. The power is even there more so. It feels like you feel even more of the power because you're putting it down to the ground. This thing is super, super fast. The suspension and the way the chassis moves, I feel like just looking from the outside, it can be deceiving. It can be real deceiving to the way it drives. You might think this thing is big, it's slow, it's heavy, and it doesn't feel that at all. These downshifts. Even making U-turns, or making a U-turn right now, and it feels good. Like I was able to complete the U-turn and not have to back around and do a 3-point turn. Everything about this Durango is nasty. And now we're outside the truck. Super dope. Hellcat Durango is nasty. And now y'all can see the lights a little bit more since it's gotten darker. The grill lights, the headlights, the light up emblem in the grill. Driving this car was really an experience, and I appreciate my boy Nazo for allowing us to do this video. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for y'all. And on that note, stay blessed, stay positive, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Love y'all.